Dear students, welcome to this next session on voltage series feedback amplifier. So in the previous session, we talked of the voltage gain of this amplifier. In this session, we'll be talking of input resistance and output resistance of non-inverting feedback amplifier. These are the resources used. So as we know, the voltage series feedback amplifier is commonly known as non-inverting amplifier with feedback, or it is called closed loop non-inverting amplifier because it uses feedback and the input signal is applied to the non-inverting input terminal of the op amp. So in the last session we talked of the voltage gain and the gain of feedback circuit. So we derived the voltage gain for the as well as the exact as well as the for the ideal case, and we know that ideal case feedback voltage gain AF is 1 plus RF by R1, and the gain of feedback circuit B is equal to R1 over R1 plus RF. This we did already in the previous session. Before going into the details of input resistance with feedback, so we need to talk about the Thevenin theorem for dependent sources. So we already know the Thevenin approach, and we also know that the Thevenin approach reduces a complex circuit to one with a single voltage source and a single resistor. So in case of independent sources, that must be turned on because the dependent source relies on the excitation due to an independent source. So this is the difference between the Thevenin theorem for dependent sources and the Thevenin theorem for which we already know. So for the circuit with dependent sources, we cannot directly obtain the R Thevenin from simple circuit reduction. For that, we need to calculate the open circuit voltage and the short circuit current, and the RTH is VOC over ISC, that is the open circuit voltage over the short circuit current with the independent sources, that is dependent on a dependent source that should be excited using that independent source. So coming to the input resistance with feedback. Now the figure shows the voltage series feedback circuit with its op amp equivalent circuit. Now here we can see that Ri is the input resistance or open loop input resistance, and Rif is the input resistance of amplifier with feedback, and this circuit is used for the derivation of input resistance with feedback. Herein the input resistance with feedback RIF is defined as the ratio of input voltage VI in to the current I in. Here we can see that the current I in can be calculated from VID, that is the input across the positive and negative terminal of the op amp, and this input is applied to RI, that is the resistance of the amplifier without feedback, or the open loop input resistance RI. From here VI in becomes VID over RI, and RIF, that becomes V in divided by VID by RI. We also know that the gain A is equal to V naught by VID. From that we can calculate VID, that is the differential voltage across the input, is equal to V naught by A, where A is the open loop gain. We also know that AF is equal to V naught by V in for feedback. This is equal to A over 1 plus AB, where A is open loop gain and AB is the loop gain. So from that we can calculate V naught is equal to A over 1 plus AB into V in. Putting these values in the above RIF equation, we can calculate RIF is equal to RI into V in by V naught by A. Therefore, RIF becomes ARI into V in over AVN divided by 1 plus AB, by putting the value of V naught from this equation here. And we can see A will cut with this A and VIN will cut with this VIN, and we are left with RI over 1 plus AB, and from here we can see RIF, that is the input resistance with feedback, is equal to RI into 1 plus AB in bracket. So the next parameter is the output resistance with feedback. So this is the resistance determined by looking back into the feedback amplifier from the output terminal. This is as shown in figure on next slide. This resistance can be obtained by using Thevenin's theorem for dependent sources. Specifically, to find output resistance with feedback ROF, we need to reduce the independent source Vi in to 0 and apply external voltage V0 and then calculate the current I0. In short, ROF is defined as V naught by I naught or VO by. So from this figure you can see we are shorting this Vi in and applying VO at the output. So this is a circuit for the derivation of resistance with feedback. Now this is RO, the output resistance with feedback. So now to calculate the output resistance with feedback, we have to Thévenize this circuit, and you can see that this is the output resistance as seen from output. Now we will apply output voltage V naught here and short circuit the input voltage V in. This will make R in equal to 0 ohm. So we have to write Kirchhoff current equation at this node N, and we can see that there is a current I naught entering from this side, and this is being divided into two currents. I designate this current entering to op amp as IA and which is going to the feedback circuit as IB. So this becomes I naught becomes IA plus IB. We know that Ri, that is the input resistance, is very high. So anything in parallel with Ri, that is Ri in parallel with Rf plus R1. So the circuit of this loop is, the resistance of this loop is much greater than RO. So that is the reason that the current IA is much greater than IB, because Ri is much greater. This is the input resistance. Therefore, this makes I naught nearly equal to IA. That is, we can neglect IB. So applying Kirchhoff voltage law to this output loop from here to here, we get V naught minus I naught into R naught minus A VID. This is equal to 0. That is as per Kirchhoff's voltage law. From here we can calculate I naught is equal to V naught minus A VID divided by R naught. However, we also know VID, that is the input to the differential amplifier VID voltage, is equal to V1 minus V2, and here we see V1 is 0 and V2 is VF, that is the voltage, output voltage of the feedback loop. Now if we want to calculate VF, so here the voltage is V naught, so this becomes a voltage divider, V naught RF and R1, this one. So at this point, which is VF, so this becomes R1 over R1 plus RF into V naught, and it is having minus sign because it's minus VF. This becomes minus of R1 over R1 plus RF into V naught, and this becomes minus BV. Therefore, I naught, that becomes V naught plus ABV naught divided by R naught. So substituting the value of I naught in equation, we get ROF is equal to V naught divided by V naught plus ABV naught by R naught, because we started with ROF is equal to V naught by I naught. So putting the value of I naught here, we get ROF is equal to RO over 1 plus AB. So this results shows that the output resistance of voltage series feedback amplifier is 1 over 1 plus AB times the output resistance R0 of the op amp, which is without feedback. That is, the output resistance of op amp with feedback is much smaller than the output resistance without feedback, and this is requirement. Now up till now we have talked of 4 parameters of this feedback amplifier: voltage gain, gain of the feedback circuit, input resistance and the output resistance. And in the next session we'll be talking of other parameters like bandwidth with feedback, total output offset voltage with feedback, and the special case of voltage series feedback amplifier.